feel like a woman.
Well, gone are the days of cubicles and windowless offices, and in are the days of innovative co-working spaces that do their best to make work fun. A brand new co-working space has just opened its doors in Mississauga, and joining us now is the founder of Spacebar Coworking, Nida Akhter. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
So for people that may be a little confused right now, tell us exactly what a co-working space is.
So a co-working space, in the simplest form, is where self-employed or remote employees can come to share workspaces or share equipment, knowledge, and ideas. The whole idea is co-working is bringing bright, creative people together and bringing their ideas together and seeing how those new fostered relationships and where they can possibly go.
So in your particular space, how many business people, for example, entrepreneurs, would you have?
So right now we have about over 25, and we have the capacity to keep going.
Keep going up to what?
200.
So how would that work? So let's say I have a business and I'm thinking, this sounds good. I can use the copier. I can use all kinds of, the meeting rooms or whatever. How does it get organized so that you can actually have conversations and bounce stuff off one another?
It's really organic. It's like coming and working into an office that you would generally, except you're doing your own independent work. And as you're passing, you might be seeing familiar faces and you chat with them, and then you see new faces and they might connect through somebody that you already know, and it just becomes this really organic form of conversation and dialogue.
And is this modeled on anything that you've studied?
No, so I have personally worked out of co-working spaces in the past.
Okay.
I have 4 kids at home, and we've had 2 businesses in the past. So we know all too well how hard it is to work out of our homes and how isolated it can also get. So we'd go to cafes or we'd, end up resorting to various things. And then we discovered co-working about 7 years ago. Started working out of those spaces and saw, where there was room for improvement. And I think everybody agreed that when we'd travel an hour to go work out of a co-working space, we'd lose that benefit of working from home and having these businesses based out of our homes. So bringing it to the suburbs was such a key element to us. We wanted it in our backyards.
So that's why you decided to start it where you did?
Yes. So that's why Spacebar focuses only now on building communities of shared workspaces in the suburbs.
Okay, so what do you get? Do you get like a desktop, or what's the actual space that you get to work with? Because I'm thinking of some mompreneurs that may have, product they need to be around, or how does that work?
So there are different kinds of workspaces depending on your needs. So we have private offices that are, some are smaller, some are larger, and they cater to people that need that privacy, but also want to be around other people occasionally, want to share conversations and ideas, want, just a group of people kind of around them. There are also dedicated desks that allow people to keep their items there throughout their membership period, and they can come and go as they please, and they can access whether it's a product that a mom is working on or whether they need multiple screens that they usually work with. So there's also that, but there's also hot desks for people that are really mobile and just want to pack up their laptop at the end of the day, go home, and might be working out of a different space the next day. So there are different kinds of spaces catering to different kinds of needs.
And what else do you offer? Do you offer storage? Do you offer meeting rooms?
So there are meeting rooms.
And what about technology? What kind of?
We do have meeting rooms. We have all kinds of technology that can be used and will be needed in a meeting situation.
Like?
Projectors, projector screens. We've got, phone connections to voice over IP. We've got, various tools that would help function through that situation. We've got storage as well. I think that one of the things that we love and our members love about us is that we get to know everybody so well, and all their favorite snacks and food items end up on our grocery list. And so our fridge is fully stocked, courtesy of us. And our members have all these healthy snacks available to them all the time.
So how does it work financially? Are you paying a monthly rent for the for the size and space you work, or can you explain?
Yeah, no, we are. They are paying a monthly rent. It's flexible, so it's month to month. There are no terms, and the idea of co-working is really that you want to stay convenient and you want to stay flexible. So there are no leases, there are no terms. You pick a month and you work out of space for a month. Next month you may or may not need it, and it's up to you to decide when that month comes around.
It's kind of like a pop-up office.
Yeah,
instead of
exactly.
a pop-up store.
Yeah.
It's a pop-up office. So what kind of startups and businesses are you seeing come through your door?
We've seen a lot of different unique businesses. So we have product companies, we have app tech startups, we have makers that sell on Etsy. We've got a YouTube artist there, podcasters, ebook writers. So many, such a big variety of people, freelancers, even educators. It really does, just like the list is growing.
What are some of the challenges you face? Because trying to cater to such a broad range of people who are permanent to fleeting must have some challenges.
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges. And I think that one of the biggest ones was, how do we build out the space so it is productive and functional for all the members that are going to come in and all the different types of people that are going to come in. And at first we decided that, we designed this very specific look, but we learned very quickly that when we opened it up to the community and the members to come in and give us their feedback and changed up the space as per their needs and we're open to it, it became a lot more flexible and it just became a lot more productive for them as well.
I think that's key, because I know that working from home, my husband has his own business, but he needs to go psychologically. I think it's better if you leave your space, or at least have a dedicated space that is your workspace. So do you find that a lot of people, it makes them feel like they're going to work when they go there, even if it's their own business that they could be doing sitting in bed on their laptop?
Yeah, no, absolutely it is. It's one of those things where people come in and you get to say hi to all these people as you're passing, like if you would in an office environment, but you're still going in and doing your own work. And it's nice. And just that feeling of ownership that we've created with all the members, where they have a say in everything that's happening in the space and all the movement and all the upgrades and anything that comes in, it's really driven by them. That has really created this very community environment within the space. So one of the things we do to foster a lot of the relationships in there is we host catered lunches once a week, where everybody gets to sit down, learn a little bit more about each other, and share ideas and help each other. Even there's a big support factor that comes in,
right?
That you don't really get when you're working at home or even in cafes. Even though you're around people, you don't know them enough to connect to their extensions or learn about their similar experiences.
What's your vision going forward for Spacebar?
So we're excited that this has evolved into such a great big thing. And we are currently working on 2 more locations in Ontario. They're still going to be in the suburbs, and we're going to remain keeping our focus in the suburbs. And we're growing into Canada in the next 6 months as well. So we've got a few more locations going across Canada. And I'm a mother of 4 kids. So one of the things that I'm doing that's going to be extending out of Spacebar is we've created a creator workshop for children. And we're going to be connecting them to founders and kind of teaching them this lifestyle and showing them the opportunities that there are in this area of the world.
So what would you say to people who may be nervous about trying it out?
I think it's like going to your first day of school. You're nervous, you're scared to meet people, and you're scared what's going to happen. And then you go in and you say hi and you start connecting, and you don't want to leave because now you've made these great relationships, these great friends, and you've really embraced and you feel like home.
So your first space is located right near the Meadowvale GO station. And where can people go that are listening to learn more?
You just go onto our website, www.space-bar.ca, or you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram.
Well, sounds amazing and the way of the future.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nida, so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.